Some people they say this is the half moon pose, but I love to say this is Tiryakta Asana. It is not a half moon pose. And if you go in Iyengar, he says this is the half moon pose. I love to say moon art pose. It is not a half moon pose. I am following the classical half moon pose. And here the only difference between the sun salutation and moon salutation is half moon pose. We are doing a 2 times half moon pose. 1 time from left side, 1 time from the right side. And look at me. It has 14 steps because moon has 14 art of living. So it has 14 steps. Sun has 12 art of living. That's why it has 12 steps. All the art and mantras it has written in a book. There is 14 different mantras for the 14 different art of the moon. Moon has 2 more different art, that is receiving and reflecting. Because it takes the energy from the sun and it gives to the nature. That's why it has 14 steps. It is a classical moon salutations to stimulate our feminine energy, emotional power. If someone is suffocated with the emotional distractions, they can do 1 times moon salutations. It really helps to stimulate their Ida Nadi, and so that you feel much better.
Is there like ideal time to do it?
And generally, evening, or even if you want to do with the moon salutation in a full moon day to recharge completely, and that helps you very much for the emotional therapy. For that you can do that. Look at me. First I'm here in Samasthiti. My leg is a little bit apart, and when I keep my 2 fists, it is almost the same. It is this much, and your palms is facing forward. It's called Samasthiti with the deep inhalations. Slowly come to Pranamasana, prayer pose, first step. Second step, Hasta Uttana Asana. You extend your chest up, extending your spine up. You try to lean backward, more backward, backward. Hasta Uttana Asana. With a deep exhalation, you extend your whole spine, extending your whole spine from lower to upper. Slowly you try to bend and you try to keep next to your feet. And Pada Hastasana. Pada Hastasana. You should keep your hands next to your feet. And if you are less flexible, you can bend your knee a little bit. And finally what you do, you try to keep your knees straight. Keeping your chest, pressing your chest to your thighs. Then this is the moon salutation. That's why you start from left leg. Sun salutation always from right leg, moon salutation always from left leg. Then I keep my left leg back. Also Sanchalan Asana. I am doing a modification. I am telling you in the very beginning, I am not following your book on this pose because many people, when they don't have any good stretching. When you do this, it has very good stretching on the hip joints. That's why I like to do the modification rather than keeping the knee down. Back knee straight, front knee 90 degree. Also Sanchalan Asana, equestrian pose. It has less stress in your hands. Till you don't have good stretching on your joints, you can adjust. Adjust your front leg front, back leg little back, and you stretch your whole hip joints. After that, you keep your knee down, flat your toes, and then with deep inhalations, you go the Ardha Chandrasana. Try to keep your hip little down. Your front knee can go little front, no problem. Also Sanchalan Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Whole of my body is making a half moon shape. Then slowly coming to the Parvatasana, mountain pose. After mountain pose, you keep your knee down, extending your tailbone more backward. Stay here in a Ashtanga Namaskara, at least standing pose. Then go to the Bhujangasana, Cobra pose. This is dynamic practice, so you fix your toes. You don't point your toes. You extend your chest out, look at the third eye, head freely back. And then back to the mountain, Parvatasana. Before, my left leg was back. Now, left leg is front. Because this is the first round, we are activating our left part of the leg, left side of the leg. It is called Aso Sanchalan Asana. I have very well stretching in my hip joints. Now, keeping the knee down, flatten the toes, point the toes, and then slowly go to the Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Ardha Chandrasana. Then slowly, keeping your hands next to your feet, you raise your leg heel up, then keep between the hands, Pada Hastasana. Then you throw your hands in back, and all the way, you go up and backward, Hasta Uttanasana. Then slowly, Pranamasana, prayer pose, then Samastiti.
Wow.
It has 14 steps.